I made her lie down on the couch.
Honey, what happened?
Nothing. Megan's making too much out of this. I'm going to be all right. What are you talking about? You're bleeding, Viki.
Some of the sutures have opened.
Listen, all the doctor has to do is stitch me up again, all right? I'm going to be fine.
I should never have let you get out of bed.
No, Clint, it was my fault. Viki insisted on coming
I'm
downstairs.
the one that asked her to come down and talk to me.
Will you all be quiet, please? You're so busy taking the guilt on yourselves. I came down here all by myself. Darling, do me a favor, please. Go in the study with Roger and call Larry for me, but I need to finish talking to Megan.
You're losing too much blood.
All the more reason for you to hurry, sweetheart. I can finish my conversation with Megan until Larry gets here, all right?
I'm not going to waste time trying to get a hold of Larry. I want to take you to the hospital.
No, that's totally unnecessary. I really just need to talk to
All right, that settles it.
Megan.
Roger, you're going to have to drive.
I'll get the car.
Megan,
No.
tell Herron to call
Honey.
emergency. I'm going to run every stoplight between here and Landview Hospital.
Oh, darling.
Could you help us, please?
Get her on the gurney now. Mr. Buchanan, I'm Dr. Foley. We got your call. I was told on the phone that Mrs. Buchanan's been recovering from a gunshot wound.
Yes, we were just talking, and then all of a sudden the wound opened up.
Well, we'll have a look. Take Mrs. Buchanan into cubicle 3.
I'm right with you, sweetheart.
I'm sorry, you'll have to stay here.
She's my wife.
Darling, please stay here, all right? You can look after Megan. Thank you.
What went on between the two of you?
Nothing, Dad. You heard me talking to the doctor. We were just talking.
Well, what about? What did you say that upset her?
Roger, she just came back from one ordeal. Don't put her through another one.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's just I've been so worried about you and Viki and now this.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry that all of this ever had to happen. If I could turn
I
the
know.
clock back...
I know. Listen, look, why don't I go get us some coffee and I'll be right there.
Thanks, Roger.
I guess I don't have to tell you what happened.
She wanted to know what happened in Atlantic City.
Yeah, she was so upset by all of this. She told me about this dream that she had.
I knew she would.
She was so affected by it. I wanted to tell her that, well, that it was true, at least the part about me and Ruby. I wanted to tell her everything, Clint. I really did.
But she didn't.
I couldn't. She was so frightened that I had inherited her personality disorder. I'm sure this would cause the stitches to open up again.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Like I told Roger, you've had about enough for one day. And it isn't going to help Viki for you to go blaming yourself, eh?
I know. I wish there was something that I could do to help her, Clint. She's suffered enough as a result of me. Don't you understand now why I just can't tell her about Ruby's emergence? Not her, not Dad, no one.
Oh, please, I'm sorry, but I really don't think...
Can't we just pretend that it never happened?
Megan, I totally agree with you about not telling Viki until she recovers, but for you to keep Ruby Brite locked up tight inside of you...
Please, I know that I can, and I have to.
Megan, you might think that you can, but Ruby Brite isn't going to go away, not until you get some help.